Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Divine from Keeping Up with Divine. Thank you for coming if you're a return subscriber. Thank you for coming if you're new, and welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for content every Sunday, 6 p.m. UK time. Now, for those of you who haven't been here before, this is my channel where I talk about business. I recently quit my job to start 2 new businesses, and I'll be talking to you guys about my journey in self-employment, finances, being an employer, and all the other fun stuff that I'm learning along this journey. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the difference between a sole trader and a limited company, and I'll be telling you the pros and cons of both. The reason why I decided to do this video is I recently mentioned in one of my previous videos that I wish I had started Divine Content Hub as a sole trader as opposed to a limited company, and I had a few people message me on Instagram just asking me what's the difference between the two. Why do you feel that way? So I thought instead of responding to people one by one, I'll just do a video where I can tell you guys exactly what the differences are between the two. So without any further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So a sole trader is basically a type of self-employment where you are the sole owner of a business, whereas a limited company is a business structure, so it's separate to the shareholders and the directors. Even if there is only one shareholder or director in the business, you can still register as a limited company. So I will start off with the benefits of being a sole trader. A benefit of registering as a sole trader is that it's easier to set up. There's less paperwork to do when you set yourself up, except obviously you have to file your annual taxes. And also a benefit of registering as a sole trader is that you have more privacy in regards to what's found about you on Companies House, because when you register as a limited company, when you register a limited company, you have to put the address. There's things on the internet about how much people think you make. Literally your whole life is out there, your whole business is out there if you register as a limited company, whereas as a sole trader you get more privacy. And I think that's more to do with the fact that it's actually you, so you know they can't be putting your address out in these streets and stuff like that. That's another benefit of being a sole trader. However, here are some negatives of registering as a sole trader. So as a sole trader, you have unlimited liability because you and the business are not separate entities. So that's to say, if the business was to go bankrupt or anything like that, that would go against you as a person as well. And also, if the business was in debt and let's say you were a homeowner, there's no limit to what they can come after to get the money back, whoever it is you owe the money. So they can repossess your house and things like that. If you're registered as a sole trader, you have unlimited liabilities. Also, it may be difficult to get investments because banks and investors prefer to lend to an actual company as opposed to a sole trader. Now for me in Divine Content Hub, that wouldn't have been an issue if I'd registered as a sole trader because I don't need startup capital, but that's something to consider if you're looking to get money from investments or from banks, loans and things like that. It is more difficult as a sole trader. Also, as a sole trader, when you reach certain earnings, taxes become less lucrative for you, so your taxes become more. So that's something worth considering when registering as a sole trader. How much are you looking to make? Do your research. How much can you afford to lose as an individual? Do you need startup capital? These are all things which you need to consider before registering as a sole trader, because these can be the pitfalls. It's great that you have less paperwork and it's great that you get more privacy, but you just need to think about the possible financial implications that can come from registering as a sole trader. So now we will move on to speaking about a limited company, which my recruitment business and Divine Content Hub both are. So one massive benefit about being a limited company is you can only ever lose what you put into the business. So there is very much limited liability. You and the business are separate entities. It's a business structure, and then you are the director or shareholder or both or whatever you are, but it cannot seep into sort of your personal finances, your personal funds. You can only lose what you've invested into the business, which is absolutely fantastic if you ask me. Also, another benefit of registering as a limited company is it's more tax efficient. There's more things which you can deduct, expense and things like that. You have more tax allowances and things like that, so it is financially more beneficial at a certain point depending on what it is benefits you're able to take out of the business, or what sort of discounts you're able to subscribe to in your limited company. You also have kinder tax rates as well as a limited company. A third benefit of registering as a limited company is that once you register your company name, nobody can take that name. It's yours now. That's pretty cool, because as a sole trader, I think you can just have 3 or 5 or whatever sole traders registering a business under the same name. As a limited company, that's yours and yours only. A negative, however, is that the business's information can be found online so easy. Like, just think about it. Think about any limited company you know, search it up on Google and have a look at the crazy things you can find. You can find the directors' names, where they were born, what nationality they are, their date of birth. I think you can find on there as well. It tells you how old they are. And on some websites, if you go deep down, I'm sure you can find their street name as well. So that is something you really want to consider, because your privacy is almost out of the window when you register for a limited company as a director/shareholder. Also, you get corporation tax on your profits as well. So that's something worth considering, as well as taxes that you get to take money out of the business and taxes you have to pay your employees or whatever. You also get a corporation tax on what's left as your profits. So that's something really worth considering. You don't get that when you're a sole trader. And another thing is, you can't just decide to take money out of your business. It has to be documented and it has to have a reason for it. So you can't just go to the cash point and decide, oh, do you know what? I've got 6,000 in my account. I'm going to withdraw £3,000 just to live my best life. You have to document where that money has gone. So then when it's time to pay taxes, you pay taxes. You can't just decide that you're just going to take money out willy-nilly. You do have to have a reason for it, and you have to write it down, and then you will be taxed accordingly. And finally, a negative of registering as a limited company is there's more paperwork involved, more documentation. You have to send in a set of accounts to HMRC. You have to do a confirmation statement, send that over as well. And you also have to do a corporation tax return. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found great value in it. If there's anything in this video you would like me to speak about more on a separate video, please let me know. Don't forget to drop down in the comments what kind of content you want to see from me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and I will see you on Sunday.